This Holy Week, we are having to experience the pilgrimage of this holy time in our homes, apart from one another, but we hope that palms can still be a part of your Palm Sunday worship. We will make palms available for anyone who would like to come by and pick some up in the narthex, the front of our church, on Saturday. So stop by anytime Saturday and pick up some palms for you and those in your household. One way I like to observe Palm Sunday is by making palm crosses. And I wanted to show you how I like to make a palm cross, and maybe you'd like to make one of your own palms. This is a palm frond, and you'll see there are several layers kind of stuck together, but we only need one of those layers. So I'm gonna peel them apart, and I'm just gonna use one layer of a palm frond, and I'll set those aside, and we can use those another time. This is a single layer palm, and I'm gonna start by holding it horizontally. About in the middle of the palm frond, I'm gonna pinch it, and then I'm gonna fold it up at a right angle, and I'm gonna crease the palm frond. That makes it look like an L. Then, the next step is to take the part that's going up and to fold it down behind the original fold to where it's now pointing at the floor, and again, make a crease. You're not trying to make a cross at this point. Instead, you're trying to form the center of the cross, and the rest will come in just a minute. The third step is, again, with the piece that's now pointed to the floor, to point it back up in the air. And if you can see it, you'll notice that you've begun to make a square right in the middle of your palm cross. Now at this point, we're going to switch from the vertical to the horizontal. We're going to take that horizontal piece and fold it across toward you, so now it's pointing in the opposite direction. So again, we're back to that right angle configuration, but you can begin to see there's quite a square forming in the middle. This next step is the hardest part. You'll take this piece going horizontally, and you have to tuck it into the hole that you've created, and it's sometimes difficult to get all the little pieces of the palm frond to stick through there, but it should pull all the way through the back side. And once you get it through, you'll know if you've done it right if it is now a knot that will stay by itself. You can see a square, and I don't have to hold them in place anymore because they're sturdy. Now that the knot is secure, I can make these two ends into the arms of the cross. I'm going to start with a vertical one. I'm going to fold it down, and I'm going to tuck it into the front of the knot and pull it down. I don't like to crease my palm cross. I like to leave it kind of as a loop. But now you can see that that's pointing down, and there is the vertical part of my cross. Now I'm going to fold this horizontal piece through the back of the knot in order to make the sides of the cross. Again, getting all the little tips into the knot is an important part, or else it will split. And you can see that. Now I've made this uneven because I like to round out this edge as well. So I'm going to fold this edge back in and just barely tuck it into the knot, so that I end up with two more or less symmetrical pieces. Then you can either stop here, or if you like to, you can certainly fold the bottom up as well. You could even cut off the end of it and fold it in and tuck it in as sort of a round, sort of square looking cross, or you can leave it hanging this way. If you like to press these down, you can. This can make a palm cross that can either go on your home altar. You could pin it to your shirt. I've seen people do that on their jacket or their dress. Or you can just look at it and enjoy this palm cross. However it is that you like to fold palm crosses, or even if you don't like to fold them at all, I hope that you'll find a way to engage worship this Palm Sunday, either at St. Paul's or in your own community.